All right, strap in. This one escalates fast. Imagine going to a doctor's appointment and leaving in a police convoy. No sirens in your head, no crime scene tape, just an ultrasound gel that turns into a smoking gun. Yeah, that kind of day. Jessica was 32, 9 months pregnant, and sitting in a clinic chair wearing a bright red maternity dress that screamed normal life. But nothing about her body language matched the outfit. She wasn't glowing. She was guarding, hands over her belly like a shield, eyes glued to the floor like it might open and swallow her whole. Next to her sat Mark, arm around her shoulders, smile dialed to too perfect. The kind of guy who answers questions no one asked him. The nurse says, "How are you feeling?" Mark says, "She's nervous, first baby." Jessica nods. Not because it's true, but because nodding is safer than talking. Now here's where things quietly tilt. They're new in town. No medical records. Mark insists on staying in the room. Won't let Jessica speak. Red flag? Oh no, red parade. Dr. Harrison, 30 years in obstetrics, has delivered more babies than most people have had hot dinners, brings them back for an ultrasound. He's seen it all, or so he thought. The screen lights up, baby looks fine, heartbeat strong, spine perfect. So far, so good. Then he slides the wand lower, and there it is, a bright, solid rectangle. Sharp edges. Embedded in Jessica's abdomen like it paid rent. Not bone, not tissue, not medical hardware. Something manufactured. Think electronics aisle, not human anatomy. Mark stiffens. "What's that?" Jessica's eyes flick to the door. Not the scream. Never the scream. Here's the first truth bomb. Doctors aren't trained to ignore patterns. Bruises, fear, silence, and objects that absolutely do not belong inside a human body. Dr. Harrison lies, smoothly, Olympic-level lying. Says it's a machine glitch, says he needs another device, steps out calmly. Then he runs, locks his office, calls 911, because what he saw wasn't just a mystery, it was controlled, surgically installed. While police are en route, he stalls like a pro. Insurance questions, diet talk, anything to keep Mark seated. Jessica doesn't breathe easy. She barely breathes at all. 10 minutes later, chaos. Officers storm in. Mark reaches for his waistband. Bad move. He's tackled, cuffed, gone. Jessica collapses. And here's the reveal that turns this from thriller to nightmare fuel. Jessica had been reported missing 8 months earlier. Mark wasn't her husband, he was her abductor, a violent ex who kidnapped her, isolated her, and implanted a GPS tracker into her abdomen so she could never escape. The device on the ultrasound? A locator, with a battery leaking toxins inches from her unborn child. That ultrasound didn't just show a baby, it exposed a prison. Jessica went into emergency surgery. The tracker was removed. A healthy baby girl was delivered. Her parents, who had been searching for her for nearly a year, were waiting when she woke up. Mark got life in prison, and Jessica? She sent one card every year to Dr. Harrison. Same message. 5 words that hit harder than any headline. Thank you for seeing me. Because sometimes survival doesn't come from screaming. Sometimes it comes from someone noticing what doesn't belong. If this story made your chest tighten, good. That means it mattered. Drop a comment. What would you have done in that room? And if you want real stories where the truth doesn't whisper, hit subscribe. Because some monsters hide behind smiles. And sometimes the only thing standing between them and their victim is a screen that tells the truth.